Looks like I'm hitting right here, just a little bit. Let's see if we can adjust that a little bit. Much better. So unfortunately I kind of screwed up and I didn't read the instructions on the Watts Link kit. So I've got the rear end cover bolted back on and realized that I didn't put some bolts from the inside towards the outside. So I gotta pull the cover back off and redo it, but not end of the world. I don't have fluid in it yet, so it's really not that big of a deal, but you know, it is what it is. I make mistakes too. So anyways, I'll show you what's going on. There we go. Got the 4-link kit bolted in, bolted to the frame here. Bolted on the axle. It's kind of like a flip kit. This is just in here, but so the coilovers that I need to order are going to go from the back of the perch here up to my cross member, which I am working on fabricating for that. So I've got it kind of mocked in place. Still got a lot of work to do. Got to take some more final measurements again, make sure I'm ordering the right stuff, and go from there. And then, so that's just a 1-inch box tube, then a welded plate for the coilover. Again, everything's just kind of mocked in here. And then I will have, coming down in this area, I'll have a drop down bracket for the arms for the Watts Link. It'll pivot off of the back of the cover. And like I said, here's the cover. I've got already urethaned in and torqued down. So I got to pull it back out. The bolts I'm missing are these guys right here. And those put pressure on the end caps for the housing of the differential, so it makes a differential stronger. So, like I said, got a lot of work to do still, but it's getting better overall. I finally got the rear end set up where I'm happy with it. I was going to show you too on the Watts link here. I've already maxed out my adjustment. This is beyond what is recommended and safe for my adjustment, but the rear end is actually sitting where I need it to sit. So either this bar needs to get longer or this bar needs to get shorter. So I will probably be cutting the end of the fixed end off of this side, adding tapping the threaded or tapping threads into the pipe, and then having basically a reverse thread of that on this side, and then it'll make that adjustment easier going forward. So that's the plan with that. Just another thing, another step to take, more work to do. Not end of the world, but a little frustrating that, you know, you spend a good chunk of change on this kit and got to modify it. All right, so got the cover bolted back down, torqued back down. Got my swivel foot bolts back in. So those will be the next things to tighten down, and then tighten down the jam nuts on top of those, and then we can continue building the rest of the cover from there. Our center pivot, and we're gonna put a little blue Loctite on our bolts here. There we go, got the center pivot point torqued down. So it's a good place to stop for now. Need to continue doing fabrication from here, and need to order my coilovers and get this thing wrapped up.